Do you know what, guys? I'm going to start with a heart to heart. This is a big thank you from me to you because we've started to build something special here. We're starting to build a big community. It's an interactive community, and I want to start making it more interactive. So I did chuck this poll out, and I chucked it out late last night, so it hasn't got much interaction. However, we've got JasmyCoin and we've got Polkadot. That's what we're going to be doing today. And as far as the altcoin marathon is concerned, I'm going to be doing this Saturday or Sunday, and you can see already this is going to be the biggest altcoin show that I've done so far. So anyone that's already on Discord, go and have your say, add to my list, make my Saturday even longer. Anyone that's not on Discord, join the Discord group, guys. It's completely free. Link in the description below. Have your say, and let's make this an absolute mammoth of a Saturday altcoin show. So I'm going to be doing JasmyCoin in this video. And one thing that you can see with JasmyCoin is we're at a rejection point that we need to overcome. However, we did gain support at a 61.8% retracement. We're at a fair value zone now, guys. And there's one thing that we need to talk about, and there's one level that we need to overcome before we can really start making them big swings on Jasmy. And the other thing that I'm going to start doing after I've done a video, I'm going to add that chart, what I expect to happen going forward, what we need to look for, and I'm going to post that within the Discord group. So that's going to be a new section of the Discord group. But we've got lots to talk about, so let's dive into Jasmy. So first things first, let's get the introductions out the way. I'm Keith. This is the Crypto Bullseye channel. This is JasmyCoin, and JasmyCoin's trading at 0.01526. Right, okay, so we're building a big community here, guys. 9,249. Well, it's not a huge community, but it's big enough for me, guys, and I'm proud of each and every single one of you. Why is it not a big community? Because my niche isn't, you come to my channel, I'll tell you where to buy. I'll tell you where to protect yourself. I'll tell you where to take profits, guys. You will get that on my channel because I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. But the aim of the game is for me to teach you guys how to manage risk. Managing risk, risk diversification, portfolio balancing, portfolio management. That is my bag, guys. Remember, preservation of the capital is the key. If you preserve your capital, you live to fight another day. If you preserve your capital, that means once you get a move to the downside, once you get something that goes against you, you've got a higher chance of being able to jump on the back of that and then get higher reward with a limited amount of risk, guys. And we did get some strength from Jasmy. We look at the crypto market as a whole, guys, absolutely smashing it. The bulls are back, the bulls are back, the bulls are back. So JasmyCoin, is it all rosy, guys? Because we've got a fair value gap that we need to overcome. And unfortunately, guys, it's not the bulls' fair value gap, it's the bears' fair value gap. So the bulls need their turn and they need to push price above this level. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So the fair value gaps, the way that they work, very simply, guys, green is bullish, red is bearish. Now, I want you to see how price reacts at these levels. See here, red, what's happening? Price is rejecting, rejecting, rejecting. What happens here? You get an RS flip. What happens to this fair value gap? Support, support, support. Come back down, you get a support bounce. What happens here, guys? Support, support, support. This is green, this is green. What happens when you drop it? What was previous support then becomes resistance. Fair value gap is now red. So pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Fair value gap's red. That is the level that we need to overcome in the short term. So once we get a break, guys, and once we get a close, and this is going to give us a good sign, once we get a break and once we get a close, above this level here, which is sat at 0.01750, then expect an acceleration to the next resistance point, which is all the way up here, guys, 0.2102. So what else would have happened, guys? You would have taken back the 50. You would have taken back the 20. The 20 would start curving up above the 50. The 50 would start curving up towards the 200. And then price will start holding these levels as support as we start pushing up towards the 200 moving average. We're not there yet, guys. We're not there yet. So what we can do is we can stick a trend line on there and then we'll bring the indicators up. So diagonal trend, we're just waiting for a break, remember? We're waiting for a break. So what would happen if you got a break of trend here? Three things. One, you're going to take out the fair value gap. Two, you're going to take out 20 moving average. Three, you're going to take out the 50 moving average. So you can see this area is a big resistance point at the moment. However, once we overcome this resistance point, guys, things are going to look rosy because these resistance, what becomes previous resistance, becomes support. That's an RS flip and expect to move to the upside. That's what happened here, guys. That was the example here. Resistance, lower low, flip, support, flip, support. So this is exactly what we're waiting for, guys. Unfortunately, we're not there yet. So if I just bring up the indicators, we can see exactly what needs to happen in the short term. Bring up the RSI, and we're going to bring up the stochastic, and you can see the stochastic is pushing up towards overbought now. Now, if you remember in the last video, the aim of the game is to take out this level here. So we need to take out this previous lower high here, which would take out the fair value gap. And then we need to hold that area before we come back down and we can test this area of support. So remember, the stochastic, we need to put in new highs when we're pushing up to overbought. And then as we're pulling back to oversold, we need to maintain higher lows, showing that the trend's intact. Then you'd expect a continuation to the upside. As far as the RSI is concerned, guys, this is what we need to do in the short term. You need to take back the 50 level. This is the 50 level here. We need to push price above here and hold the 50. Because what happens when you're above 50, guys, is you're bullish. We look here, above 50, above 50, above 50. You're bullish, putting in higher highs, higher lows. When you're below the 50, you're bearish, resistance, resistance. So if we can get above the 50 in the short term, if this stochastic pushes up and we manage to put in a higher high, that's going to be strong. Expect a pullback and expect a higher low. When this becomes oversold, then this is going to look a lot rosier as far as Jasmy coin is concerned. So I'm going to add this chart into the Discord group, guys. I'm going to show you exactly what needs to happen in the short term, what I'm expecting, and then we can monitor it going forward a lot easier. Right, subscribe to the channel if you did find it useful, guys. Follow me on X, join the Discord group, take care of yourself, and I'll be back very shortly with Polkadot.